All right, let me put you on. We're back with another interview. We got DJ Bez Musiq, man.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, man? How you doing today?
I'm feeling good, bro. I'm feeling accomplished today. Not for me, but for the whole industry in the Valley. I feel like we just did something big.
This is this is awesome. We've been saying it all day long. We're just happy to fucking be here.
Yeah.
To be honest, man. Like we can't even believe. And we started this shit up. I mean, you know Q. You've been talking to him a lot.
Yeah.
So you know kind of our whole plan, our whole process. So yeah, we're just excited to be here, man. Thank you for your support.
Always.
Yeah, this is a beautiful thing here, man. Honestly, moves out the way. We just had a great time today, just talking to artists and really getting their perspective.
Yeah.
On
Everybody's so positive. My bad to cut you off, but just the positive
cool.
energy.
You good?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna yell at you. I'm gonna keep it positive.
Thanks, man.
I'll
Thanks,
smack
man.
you later though on the way home. You know what I mean? But nah, man, it's been a great event. This is a cool networking thing. I'm just like, I was talking to his name's Pat, right?
Yeah.
I was talking to Pat about it. I said it's kind of shocking you. I'm from Easton, right? Born and raised. So to see like Lehigh Valley kind of doing something like this to me is like it's awesome.
It's amazing.
Cause like not just music. I mean, obviously we have Music Fest, but like this is a hip hop thing.
It's for the demographic.
Right.
The demographic of hip hop itself doesn't have a place. It has a place, but it's underground.
So you know what? I'm not gonna talk no more. Speak a little bit. Tell people about who you are. I know your dad's like a local legend. So just speak on like who you are, what you do, and why you do it.
All right. My name is Jabez. That's where the Bez comes from. Not a lot of people know that. Bez meaning blessed, Rastafarian, blessed. That's how I carry myself. So I feel like the Bez went perfect. My dad, he started Solid Ground Entertainment back early 2000s with his homeboys. They had a studio on the east side of Allentown. Creative differences, they had to cut it short. It went through a dry period for a couple years. My dad used to do, he did a Latin music festival out here. He used to bring a lot of artists to the Crocodile Rock when it was open on Hamilton Street.
Yeah.
So he was already tapped in with the nightlife. On top of that, my family used to own a nightclub. So age 3 till like age 11, I was in the nightclub every weekend. My dad ran security, so I was in the office watching everything happen. I used to go to the booth, watch the DJs, you feel me? I always had an itch for it. Then Solid Ground took a break for a couple years. Around 13, my brother had his 16th birthday party. And I'm giving you guys the whole rundown right now.
No, go ahead, please.
My brother had his 16th birthday party. We needed a DJ. We needed music. So I hopped on the laptop, YouTube, 2 tabs on YouTube, volume up, volume down, you feel me? And just off that alone, I got my first gig.
Wow.
And I didn't go into there thinking I was going to DJ. I mean, I went, they needed somebody to do the music. I hopped on the music, and people like the vibe that I give off. You feel me? I'm very open with my music. My selection is left, right. I come from left field. Ain't no rules to this at the end of the day. You feel me? So 13, I started DJing. My uncle owned the club, Sarandonga, when it was Dubai. He used to own that. So I started DJing. I used to DJ the first 30 minutes before the club opens. I used to DJ for the bottle girls when they used to clean up. So, because I was underage.
Right.
That was the only way. You got to get in where you fit in sometimes.
Right.
So I did that for about 3 months. Then luckily they saw I was good at what I do, and they brought me up to the first hour. And a year later after that, I was doing primetime at the club, opening for a bunch of artists, bro. And that's just me, bro. I do it. I'm a lover of music all around, and not just music. Everything that comes with the music, the background, I'm in love with the back end. I'm in love with the behind the scenes, the behind the curtains. And I feel like an event like this is just showing people they're gonna leave today and have context they didn't have. And they're gonna do features they wouldn't have done otherwise. And they have relationships now that they wouldn't have otherwise, because unfortunately, hip hop is the type of game that a lot of people are prideful. Everybody wants to be that man. Nobody wants to be the first man to come out and introduce and put that wall down and just make it open for everybody. So in order for us to bring it, like I said on stage, in order for us to make it like in Atlanta or New York, we need events like this.
Yeah, I was gonna say you said that on stage. You said that you want this to be in Atlanta or a version.
Yes, a Mecca.
Its own, yes, a Mecca. We're talking to Pat about that. About does he truly think that we could become a hub? Because we're stuck in that
We're the shadow.
of New York and Philadelphia.
Yep.
So it's tough, man. We're talking about. We hope one day when people hear, "Hey, I'm from the Lehigh Valley," they just know.
Yeah.
I know the Valley. I heard of the Valley.
Yep, and it's a lot of factors that go into that. Like me being a DJ, like I know a lot of artists, or I have relationships with a lot of managers of artists and stuff, for people I've opened up for, and they're watching. You feel me? I see my story. They're watching. So if they're watching me, That's why I do events like this, because I know I could be the buffer, I could be the avenue for artists. You feel me? Because we got to give them something to look at. Something like this, when a recap video comes out of something like this, where we had over 40 artists in the building, 4 entertainment companies, a podcast.
Yeah, man.
One of the biggest clothing brands in the Valley, a fashion show, and then on top of that, it's all at Arts Quest.
Yeah.
It's amazing, bro.
Yeah, this really is a beautiful thing. Like I said, I can't. Part of me kind of bugged out right here.
Yes.
Yeah, it feels like we had to travel like hours away to go something like this, right?
And
It's so cool.
fucking
This
right
is
down the road.
It's right here, bro.
It's crazy. What you got? I know you
Well,
got.
I guess, being DJ, I guess you were always the guy who got ox, like, in the groups or
For
whatnot.
sure.
So what is that like for you? It's always fascinating for me to, like, read a room and kind of, like, instead of having one, I guess, set playlist like we were talking about with the last guy, like, understanding, all right, let me read the vibe of the room. They're going to fuck with this. They're going to fuck with this.
So the way I do it, a lot of DJs, they get their set list. They prepare the songs they're going to play for the night.
Yeah.
They run with that. Me, on the other hand, and speaking for myself, and I know most DJs do this, hopefully, I just have my music organized. You feel me? I keep it up to date. I keep it organized, and I walk into a building, and I choose out of that. I never know what I'm going to play before I walk in. And it comes down to the fact that I'm already 500, 600, 700 events in, you feel me? I've seen every possible combination of people. I've seen every possible vibe. So I feel like I'm at the point now I can walk into a club, look around, all facial expressions alone, off the demographic of the room, off of reading who's in here, I already know what I'm going to play. You feel me? But it's all up to that moment. The 5 minutes of me walking in the club, I don't know what I'm going to play. You feel me? It's up to when I'm at that booth and I'm looking. Luckily, hopefully I get to see the other DJ before me first 10 minutes, see what they're rocking with. But it's just coming off that vibe, bro. You got to be able to move fast, be able to move in and out of stuff. Don't be scared to tease. Don't be scared to throw music you wouldn't otherwise listen to, you feel me? Because at the end of the day, you could play all the hits. You could be the DJ that plays all the hits. They're not going to remember you.
Yeah.
They're going to remember the DJ that went into a hip-hop club and played R&B at the top of the night. Or they're going to remember the DJ that went into a hip-hop club and did a whole house set. You feel me? You gotta do something
different.
You got to do something different, bro. And you got to do it every time. And that's the hard part about this. Sometimes I'm doing 7 events a week. You feel me?
Yeah,
So,
I think I saw an Instagram
crazy.
post. I think I saw an Instagram post where you posted how many events you did in like a month,
yeah, I did 32 in the month of March, I believe.
and it was like, I'm like, there's only 31 days.
Yeah, bro.
How's that possible?
Yeah, bro.
How you event days out here? I'm
That
like,
is
yo,
wild.
And it's a lot, bro. It's people don't see the long run, bro. It's a marathon. Like everybody says, it's a marathon. I'm 7 years in this. You feel me? And people are gonna tell you that, they're proud of you, and they're gonna tell you you did what you did it. And I don't feel like that. You feel me? I feel the same way I felt 7 years ago. I'm hungry for it. And for every artist, engineer, entrepreneur in general, you have to be in love with the grind. If you're in love with what you want out of it, you won't make it. If you're looking for the end goal, you're not gonna make it. You have to be in love with the now, the grind now, because this might be a 20, 30-year game. You got to be ready for it. I'm ready for it. I could go 15, 20 years. I could be 60 years old and not make it, but I'll be happy because I live my life grinding. You feel me?
I think that's a great message. So I guess to carry on that, I guess with all your experience so far and where you are now from where you began, would you have any other advice for whether they be DJs or just artists to kind of improve on their game and make it out there?
Man, it's all about consistency. You feel me? Sometimes you're not gonna have the inspiration, and you balance that with consistency. Those days that you feeling like it's too much, only thing you could do is keep going. All right? And I think a lot of artists, they never go hard and they never start, going 100% in because they're looking at that long road.
right.
But you got to start first. If you just wait, it might, like I said, it might be a 10, 15-year run. Every year you wait, you add another year onto that run. So just assume that it's going to take as long as possible.
And how old are you?
I just turned 20 last week.
That is wild.
Yeah, man.
That is crazy.
I'm not
When I
even
was
legal to
20
go in the club yet.
Dude,
Oh
when I was
my
20, my biggest motivation was like,
Oh my God.
something fucking not this, something stupid
That
probably.
is crazy.
Dude, much props to you for
Thank you,
being
bro.
just turned 20 and really speaking and carrying yourself
Yeah.
like you're a 40-year vet in this thing.
I appreciate
You know
it.
what I mean? Like maybe it's part of the way you were raised. You know what I mean? And it's kind of in your blood a little bit. But like
100%.
it just seems like you have, you know,
Get that focus, I guess.
yes.
Yeah, bro. I
And
got tunnel vision.
I love meeting people across this journey. Meeting people, talking to artists who just know themselves. know who they are,
Yeah.
know what they want to be, know what they want to do. Obviously, we all grow and evolve, but at a young age, to have this like, this is it.
Yeah.
It's who I am.
Yeah.
It's what I'm gonna do, no matter how long it fucking takes. Much
Yeah.
fucking props to that, because like honestly, like I'm 32 and I'm still just trying to like figure it out day by day. You know what I'm
feel you.
saying? So it's kind of crazy to me. Like, it's just I think it's awesome. I think you're cool as shit. I think, yeah, man. I just
Thank you.
inspiring.
I appreciate
yeah,
it, bro.
it is inspiring.
And I,
honestly.
like I said, man, I just tell everybody, the music industry, or let's get out of the music industry. Just try and be an entrepreneur, work for yourself in general. Like, you gotta be ready to go for that long. You can't expect, if you expect this to be a 1-2 year thing, you ain't gonna make it, because you're not gonna put those. You gotta put your foot down, and every step of your plan has to be executed as if that's gonna get you into that role.
And I think I've had this conversation with him off camera, because we'll talk. Like, I think when we first started this, like, it was like such a like we had such a like a quick like success early on. Like, artists were coming. Like, you mean it was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
and
This
then
guy wants to interview with us.
yeah, we're like whoa, and then we kind of hit this lull of like, okay, it's slowing down a little bit.
Yeah.
You see views dropping down a little bit.
Yep.
The people who are on your Facebook who are gonna watch are already watched. They ain't gonna
Yep.
come back. And we have to remind ourselves, oh, we're very new in this. Very
You
new.
just love the process.
Yeah,
like,
and, like,
the
I
numbers.
think-
Exactly, that's what it's about, bro. If
Yeah.
you love the process, you're gonna make it, and it's not about making it as far as money wise or notoriety wise. It's just making it in life, being able
Right,
to work
yeah.
for yourself, and being able to wake up tomorrow. And if you want to make $1, you could do it yourself. You don't have to be relying on anybody. You feel me? You guys got this podcast, and the reason alone that I wanted you guys to come is there's podcasts out here, but like I said, every part of your plan has to be done with that execution. You guys are doing the podcast. The whole aesthetic of the podcast look like you guys already on,
Yeah.
and that's how you have to move every day.
When Trevor Spitter came for the interview, and he was like, yo, this looks official. Like, y'all might be small, whatever, but
Looks official.
He's out in LA. He's like, I'm out in LA, and like there's podcasts I've done that don't even look half as official as
Yep.
this. And I'm like, his brain trust. We trust this guy over here
a genius.
as our leader, man. We trust him.
I sat down with him. And that's just me in general, bro. Before I do business with people, I like to get a feel, because I'm very picky, because at the end of the day, if it's business, my business is involved too. And I had Quentin come through and talk. He was in my girlfriend's apartment at the time, and we was sitting down talking for like 2 hours, bro. And a lot of it wasn't about music.
Yeah.
But it's just you get the vibe from somebody that they're dedicated.
Yep.
And that they love what they do. And
Which
that
is-
they're inspiring themselves. They don't need no outside influence. Like, you guys are getting it done.
He's like a little brother to me, and when he came with this idea and he pitched me on it, he's like, "Yo, I want you to be the main host." I'm like, I love hip hop, but like I feel like sports is my more. He's like, "Nah, trust me, like just trust me." And I'm like, "All right, man, like I fucking trust you. Let's do it." And it's been fun, man. It's been it's honestly been an experience, and like going down to Virginia for the DMV Fest and something like this. It's just all awesome, man. I'm happy to be a part of it. Happy to be here today.
Hell yeah, man.
He kept saying to me earlier I wasn't smiling. That's because I was trying to watch a Dolphins game on my phone. I was stressed out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they won, so we good now, baby.
good, we good, word.
We good.
I think it's pretty inspiring. Like, you and him, like, give me the same type of vibe. It's like, as soon as I talk to him, I'm like, wow, like, this guy knows what he wants to do. He's gonna do whatever it takes, and it doesn't. There is no plan B. Like, he knows what he wants, and he's inspired. So sometimes he's younger than you're both younger than me. It just like inspires you. Like, a lot of us want to do things, but we don't actually do it, type of thing. So
And bro, it's like, not to cut you off,
No,
but
you good.
the generation now, like, I feel like this generation that's in right now with music and stuff, we got a lot of people, they live by that whole manifestation and speaking to the world. And I believe you can manifest things. I don't believe you can write a sign on a piece of paper and put it in your pocket, walk around, and something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But I honestly do believe if you can picture it in your head, you can make it happen.
What's this? I mean, every elementary school used to have those big ass signs. You believe it, you can achieve it, or whatever the fuck those.
that is true.
Back then, you're like, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
It
You're
sounds,
right.
it sounds basic
You know
and
what I mean? But,
baseline,
like-
but it's way more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's if you gotta make the right decisions back to back, something's gonna go good for you.
All right, so let's play a fantasy game here. 15 years. Where's Bez Musiq? Are you the biggest DJ in Pennsylvania, tri-state area? Do you have eyes popping off? Where do you want to be, man? Where do you see it?
Man, To be honest, truthfully, bro, every time I've put that end cap or a goal on myself, I've done it. You feel me?
And then you get a new one.
And I get a new one. So
Yeah.
I don't even think that far ahead. Right as of right now, my goal is I want solid ground to just continue to be solidified within the valley. Like I said, artists come out to these clubs all the time. You feel me? Allentown it's a spot for the music industry as far as the tri-state to come, do some shows, hit a couple clubs. And while they're out here, I want them to be able to stop. All right, let me put you on while we're out here. Let's go to the media mixer while we're out here.
Yeah.
Let's go to this studio. Let's go link up with this artist. The people coming out here, they don't have nowhere to stop.
This
They keep it pushing, you feel
this
me?
could easily be a yearly event.
Easy.
Easily.
Of course.
Easy.
Maybe even buy it. You probably do it twice this fucking year, really, honestly, man. I don't really have many more questions.
I'm curious to something because he's done this a million times. Do you ever get like nervous when you're about to
that's a
go
good
back
question.
up?
Every day, bro.
Yeah.
Every day, but it stops the moment I start playing my music.
See, you know what? I couldn't even tell. You just see him talk to people. I've been
bro.
like, I'm a people watcher. I've always been.
Hell yeah, me too.
I observe people, how they handle themselves. 'Cause
Yeah.
I consider myself a people person, but even me sometimes I get a little like I hide away a little bit. I watch you talk to people and shit. Like you seem so, like I said earlier, confident and sure of yourself. And that's
Yeah.
like at 20, man.
Yeah, man.
At 20 is
fucking
amazing.
hats off
Thank
to
y'all,
you,
bro.
dude. For real.
Thank
Like,
y'all,
it's
man. I
really,
appreciate it.
Like,
It's like, I mean, mind you, I wasn't always like this. You feel me? I was a knucklehead like the rest of them. Little rugrat
Yeah.
running around doing stuff I shouldn't be doing.
we all were.
Luckily, it stopped at an early age. You feel me? But I feel like the way I am now, bro, I'm all about outpouring everything I can. Like when I have a conversation with somebody, even if I just meet you, you ask me a question, I'm gonna tell you everything I can plus some. Because it might be a lot of bullshit, but you might be able to take something out of it that change your life. It might not have worked for me, it might work for you. You feel me? So that's when I talk to people, bro, it's all about good vibes, putting that energy out. You feel me? That energy comes back tenfold. So just be positive, bro. Everybody says that it's impossible to stay away from the drama and it comes to you, but I don't believe in that, bro.
Yeah.
I believe, honestly, if you carry yourself a certain way,
It's surround yourself with the right people.
Yup.
Positive people, man. Like I think. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Nah, you good, bro.
But you did.
I'm a piece of shit. But yeah, I mean, like, you said it about drama. Like, I was hanging around people a couple years ago. I was in my mid-20s.
Yeah.
That's a couple years ago. It's like
That
6
was a
years
couple
ago.
years ago.
I'm gonna bust you up today, boy. But nah, man. Like when you're around the wrong people, you're in shit that you're not supposed to be in. It's all about good people. Being around good people, man. Similar focused, similar mind. Similar focused people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
It brings you up. Being around Quentin like pushes me up.
Yeah,
Yeah, you gotta be around people that are better than you.
100%.
Yeah.
You have
100%. This guy, he's my little brother, but he's like, I mean, I learned much
big
from him
brother.
as he learned from me.
Yeah.
And that's to me, those are the best kind of relationships where it's a mutual
Yes.
beneficial. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So that ties it all back to this thing right here today where we're a podcast covering underground artists. We get to meet local artists here. We got DJs, people selling clothes. It's just a beautiful thing, man, to be here and be a part of, man.
And you catch them on their way up.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I mean, that's
not
what it's
like
about.
Someone's already big. You're like, hey, it's
Like,
like,
nah.
you
And-
see it from
And that's the
ground
reason
up.
why this podcast, I feel like, holds so much weight because you guys aren't going for what's popping. You guys are going for what's ill
yeah,
before it's popping.
that's true.
And we
Very
also
true.
try to keep it real. I'm not gonna say every artist is amazing.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. I'm gonna say
We've already had some beef with that
I'm
already.
gonna say,
Yeah,
like,
I seen. I was
what-
tuned in. You guys need to watch out, man. Watch out.
But I like what you said. Also, is like I appreciate your detailed responses and whatnot. Because like for me, I feel like you can learn something from anybody, no
Anybody.
matter who they are. So it's
Yes.
even today, even if I'm not a rapper or whatever, just hearing these people give their advice on how they succeed and grow as a person, I'm learning more about whether it's podcasting or my personal life.
Yeah.
So it's just a great environment to be
Everybody
around.
we talked to today has been positive.
Yes.
It has said good shit, man.
Yeah.
Is it a 1 minute countdown?
1 minute, yeah. He gave it to us.
What is Johnny performing? I'm trying to watch Johnny perform.
Johnny's on after this fashion show, so I've been like 20 minutes.
All right, works. I'm gonna have to tell Q.
Well, I guess last thing would be anywhere where the fans could catch you at, whether
Man,
it's Instagram.
all social media at BEZMUSIQ. I'm blessed and gifted to be able to have the same handle on all my sites, which is a blessing. You can catch me every weekend around the Valley tour every weekend. I have new clubs every weekend, new schedule every month. I got some new spots coming into the works. Yeah, man, just stay consistent and never be comfortable.
We appreciate you, man. Bez Musiq, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Man.
We gotta pull
Appreciate
up to like a club.
it. Anytime. Y'all come through. Y'all get y'all in the door easy. Let's do it, bro.
They get a pick, for sure.
For sure.